You may have heard that the new Lamborghini Huracan Performante is rather fast around the Nürburgring, 6 minutes 52.01 seconds to be precise. We know that its 621 brake horsepower V10 and Trick Aero vectoring played their parts, but what about the tyres? After all, 4 contact patches between the Pirelli Trofeo R's on the racetrack were the car's only physical connection to the road. We visited Pirelli's headquarters in Milan to show what goes into making a set of modern tyres, including the Trofeo R's that help the Huracan Performante to set its record-breaking lap time. And it all begins here, on a computer, where in the past tyres had to be physically made, the tread hand-cut, and then physically tested in an expensive and time-consuming trial and error loop. Tweaks to the structure and tread on a tyre can now be applied and virtually tested in a matter of minutes. They can even model driving the same car on subtly different tyres around the TopGear test track, helping to match a Pirelli tyre to a manufacturer's specific requirements and then customise it further if needs be. But despite the computer modelling offering an incredibly detailed analysis, you don't know how a tyre's going to react until you test it physically. This rig can spin a Trofeo R up to speeds beyond 400 km an hour to find the point of failure. This even larger machine is where a sandpaper rolling road meets an F1 tyre to simulate all the turning, braking and rolling forces it's likely to encounter during an F1 race. Another part of the testing process, of course, is feedback from actual test drivers, and who better to tell us what they think than Marco Mappelli, the man who drove the Performante to its lap record.
Tyres development was a big step because actually we didn't perform for a lifetime. We were there testing and doing our job and developing the car, and then the car was so nice to drive that we say, hey, let's try what the watch and see what the lap time is. Here was running to get the maximum out of the car, and that's why the difference is quite a big.
And it's the exact same Trofeo R's that Mappelli used around the Nürburgring, the same Trofeo R's that are developed and tested alongside the current F1 tyres that you can order as an option on your Huracan Performante. The question is, where has the leap in tyre performance come from? A leap that's allowed a 621 brake horsepower Huracan to be quicker than the mighty Porsche 918 Spider around the Nürburgring.
In my opinion, the best advantage is the quality of the material. So our material department every year comes out with new materials, and new materials allows us to increase the level of a trade-off between wear, rolling resistance, noise and handling.
What blows our mind is that Pirelli were able to produce the Huracan's bespoke Trofeo R's with stiffer sidewalls to handle the Performante's extra downforce in just 3 months, and defined the perfect setup for the car in just a single track session. That's the power of technology.